Hey, it's Michelle Butt, and it's time for another Fun Fact Friday. And today what I thought I'd do is I'd talk a little bit about two faces that have been in the news a lot this week, causing some trouble, but also, giving us interesting things to look at about their face and the predictability of their behavior. So, of course, I'm talking about Donald Trump and North Korea's Kim Jong-un. I think that's how you say his name. And what's really interesting about both of their faces is that every time you see a picture of them, the focus, at least the one that I go to as a facial intelligence expert, is both of their mouths. They're very different, but they say something really important about both of them, especially in terms of their behavior. If you notice, Donald Trump tends to hold his mouth in this kind of pouty purse, like a Kardashian Instagram photo, and that kind of means that he loves the drama, he needs to be seen, he's very, very needy. So no wonder he's the king of Twitter, always putting out stuff that causes controversy, because really, he wants to be the center of attention, and this is this kind of drama creation that he needs, and that is what sometimes is getting him into some trouble. But by contrast, we see the North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, whatever, and his mouth is very small. It's really pursed in very tightly, and it's about, considering the fullness of the rest of his face, he has a very small mouth in comparison to all the rest of that fullness. And that tells us that there's something off in his nurturer energy and in his need to be fed. And so whether that means fed with food, or fed with energy, or fed with praise, or fed with power, he is constantly seeking to be fed, and hence his need to create, bringing him into the center of attention and a culture where people are all about him and everything is about him. And both of those scenarios can be very, very difficult to work around, be political leaders, and do the right thing potentially. But that neediness that they both have, but for different reasons. One needs to be fed, can never get enough nurturing and enough attention, and his whole system needs to be fed. And the other, Trump, really needs the drama, needs to be fed by the spotlight. And they're different but similar, and just as, newsworthy, I suppose. I will keep my opinions to myself, but that's a little take on faces in the news this week, and I will bring them to you as I notice things, and I hope you have an amazing Friday, and when you look in the mirror, you might or may not resonate with some of the things I said today, but mouths tell us a lot. They tell us about how people need and feel need to be treated, and how they feel about their nurturing in the world, their place as a nurturer, and also it's oftentimes where we hold our stress and where we see them most stressed. So there'll be more on that perhaps in a future Fun Fact Friday, but until then, I will see you next Friday.